Hello, Harlequin here, and this is a new series I'll be starting. This will be more on in-depth tactics on certain maps for certain game types. I'm going to start it off with a pretty simple one. It's going to be hijacked. So let's get into it. This first bit is going to be the tactics and the spawns, as the title said. Sorry if that's messed up a bit, but I had to explain the series first. On your screen now, you should be seeing a diagram of the, well, not diagram, overview of the map and the spawns. Basically, what I did collected this data was I've played about 50 odd games on hijacked free for all, and I got these images by putting the UAV on in a private match. And basically, what I want to do is explain it more and then go into the more tactics and show gameplay of it. So this basically, the overview map is showing you the spawns. On the left, you will see two black ones circled. This is when I put it on 12 people free for all, and it seemed to spawn people here. You very, very rarely see people spawn on these locations, even in general in the game. So I won't really pay attention to them. It can happen, but it's very rare. Usually if one of the other spawns or if something's happening in the other spawns, it'll spawn you on these locations, but it is very rare compared to the other ones. And on the right, you'll see two blue locations. The blue ones, or purple, sorry, if I'm colourblind, I might say colours wrong. The blue ones, that's just circling. I rarely see the top blue one. Usually it's the bottom one. It usually spawns people there. But you sometimes get the top one when you get, because usually in free-for-all, there's always one or two people who join in who like pick the class after the match is started, and it usually spawns them in the bottom location instead of the top one because they've spawned in late. This is usually what happens. You very rarely see someone spawn in the top blue location, but just make note of it to know if someone does spawn there. What also I'm going to be, and then you see the yellow or green ones. So if I'm colourblind, I've tried to use colours that are different so I understand it more. So basically, the yellow ones are circling where spawn locations are. There's usually two spawn locations there. There's usually the one where you can actually see, because if you notice, where all the yellow circles are, except one where the blue dot is, you see people actually spawning there at the start of the game. But the other ones, usually, like, they can spawn, like, for example, the top one, you can spawn there or just to the left of it. And so that's how I mean them spawns. They're just spawn locations. There's usually one at the top of the circle and one at the bottom of where I've drawn these circles. So just know that these are the spawn points. But you can make this to your advantage if you do make note of these spawn points, as I will show you in my example. Now I'm going to show you how knowing the spawns will give you an advantage at the start of the game. So, okay. So this is what you do when you spawn in the game. You need to do this pretty much every time you spawn in. So the game's loading up. I pick my class. And then I think, oh, I've spawned this location. I know there's 3 spawns behind me. So, I get this guy for guard, because he's trying to go for the back spawn. And I get that guy, who's just spawned there. There's also one to my right, but the guy ran off and I didn't get the kill, so I thought there'd be no point showing it. So, that's just an example of how knowing the spawns can help you. So the next bit is being the tactics. My first tactics to give are the being mobile tactics. This is the best place to be is at the bottom half of the boat. When you're looking at the overview map, you want to stay at the bottom half because it's a lot easier to control, and compared to the top half, the spawns aren't as half as hectic, and you don't get stupid spawns. With this, all I'm doing is working around this area. That's all you need to do. You can stick in an area for like 1 or 2 kills, but constantly moving. I think in this clip I only die once, but it's a really, or maybe it's twice. But it's a perfect example of how to work, being mobile, and working around here. It's a very good tactic to do, but basically all you do is work around this building because you have the spawns. You have you have 4 spawns behind you. One sec, I need to open the map because I closed it. You have 4 spawns behind you. Basically, when I showed you at the beginning, each of them circles are 2 spawns. So you have 4 spawns behind you down there where I am looking now. That guy ran down there. He didn't spawn down there, just to make that clear. So yeah, so you get them 4 spawns there. You get 2 each side. So you get 2 at one side, 2 at the other. You do get the one down below in the weights room, but you very, very rarely see that spawn happening. I don't think I've even seen it happen, if I'm honest. It's a very, very rare spawn, and you don't see it often. So you just keep this area, and you just keep watching. The main place to watch is them stairs, because you've got them 8 spawns around you, the 4 behind you and the 2 each side. But people seem to always want to come up that ladder instead of inside. So you could put a Betty at the top of the stairs, or the Betty at the bottom of the ladder or something, or a Claymore at the top of the ladder, and it'd sort that problem out. But this is more about being mobile and getting the kills yourself with your gun. I do fail here trying to get that care package, don't ask, but them 2 guys got owned as well. So basically, yeah, you've just got to stay mobile. You've got to move around the area. You can move to the back of the boat, but don't stay there for too long for this tactic, because that'll happen because you're not watching. I was getting distracted by the care package. But yeah, you just gotta stay mobile. Like, this is a very good example. If you spawn at the other side, you want to get to the other side as quick as possible. You can use the below, or you can use that side bit, because there's no spawns below, and there's none on that side bit. So you're not gonna end up with any trouble. You may get 1 or 2 people on the way, but you're not gonna get into much trouble. Plus, there's no spawns in the middle above. So you could make your way through the middle, but there's usually someone camping around the sauna bit, the hot tub, or in the building across from it. So yeah, you just got to stay mobile and just keep trying to get back to that place. It's more of about getting the kills as quick as possible, this tactic, than winning. But yeah, you just got to stay in this building and move around, and I'll talk about the next tactic in the next video clip. So this is just about to end up. Always watch the ladder. That's the main place they're going to be coming from, and just take advantage of people who aren't moving, really. And that's about it. So I'll talk to you in my next tactic bit. Back in a second. My last tactic given is basically you just got to work the spawns, and the best bit for doing this is, you may have seen me do this before, is working the back of the boat. I do run forward here, just pick up some ammo and hack that, but yeah, I just run back and I work the back of the boat, because you've got 4 spawns at each side. I mean, you've got 4 at each side. You've got 2 at each side at this bit, and then 2 at each side of the building, as I went on about before. No people, as I said in my last bit, no people spawn here at the back of the boat. So it's a lot better than working the other side of the map, at the tip of the boat. It's better than working there, because when you work that bit, people can actually still spawn behind you. If you run a bit forward, someone can spawn behind you, and it doesn't really work. So this spot is a lot better, and you can head glitch a bit, which isn't too good, but it's a lot better place to work, because you work in the spawns, and you do get kills, and just you need to like it just for that dodge. I think it's just gonna happen. Yeah, it's just after this kill. Just like for this dodge. Just watch it. Look at that. Dodge the hunter kill during that tech skill. But yeah, you just work the back of the boat, and this is the main tactic I use on this map, because I can't stand it, and it's absolutely horrible. You probably best use flat jacket, because you will get nades thrown at you. But that's about it. That's the only problem you'll really encounter at this bit, and it's a good tactic to use. So the 2 tactics that I will give given for this map. Please leave a like and comment, subscribe, whatever you want to do. I'd appreciate the feedback, because the video I actually did put quite a lot of work into, because I had to collect the data for the spawns and stuff, and work out the tactics. So thanks for watching. See you in a bit.